Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? We're going to be taking another look at a rotation ready list because some of y'all are like, why don't you build more things that are going to rotate? So, I'm going to try to give that to you. But this is going to be a little bit different because I pretty much assume that Gruul going forward is going to be leaning pretty heavy on the werewolves, minus whatever we get in Dominaria, obviously. But I wanted to try something different. So we're going to play Gruul Modified, and we're going to use a pretty interesting card. Actually, matter of fact, take a look at this. Alright, so if you're along for the ride for those shenanigans, then strap yourselves in and let's go take a look at this future version of Gruul Modified. Alright, as always, if you would like to support the channel and help me out, be sure to hit that join button down below. I much appreciate it. And if you need to get some supplies for your cards, check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn. Use promo code PowrDragn and you'll save 5%. And they'll help me out over here. Alright, so a lot of this is going to be cards that we mostly would think would be in here. So we're going to go with 4 Commando Faces Kakazan because this card's actually obviously really good, and I expect we're going to see it a ton for probably the whole first month or two after we get past Dominaria. We have 4 Play with Fire, 4 Bloodthirsty Adversary, and this is actually really good because of Kami's Flare alongside the Play with Fire, because not only can we get a removal card, we can actually get stuff that can deal damage. That's the best thing whenever you get to play the adversary. So, big fan of that in here. We are playing 4 Galagreeters. Now, I don't 100% know if Galagreeters is the exact right card. However, it does get counters, which works with the whole theme of what we're doing. And it can help with our mana if we get a little bit tight. So, we got to give it real consideration. Then 2 Roaring Earth. Now, one of the cards I like to play in the current standard is I'm a big fan of Felidar Retreat, right? Because when you had a landfall trigger, you could choose to get a cat or put a +1/+1 on things. Now, this doesn't give you the versatility of getting the cat, but it does still let you put a +1/+1 counter on stuff, which is really good, truthfully. So then we have to have the consideration of how good is the channel portion of it. So you pay 2 an X, discard it, you put a +1/+1 counter on target land you control, put X +1/+1s, and the land becomes a 0/0 spirit, has haste, all that. So you can use it late game just to have a big haste creature or just to have another big body if you want to. This also does work in multiples. So if you get both Roaring Earths out, then your stuff's getting 2 counters or whatever, right? So that's pretty big too. I assume we're almost never going to channel this. We're almost always just going to want it in play to use the other ability, but it can help out a lot. So we're going to see how much we really like this card. Then we have Reckless Stormseeker. Not a surprise here. We like everything this does. And then Kodama of the West Tree, which is actually a great follow-up to something like Galagreeters, right? You can have Galagreeters, play Kodama, you put your counter on the Galagreeters, then you're getting a land, and then you're kind of off to the races, right? Your opponent almost has to deal with Kodama after that or things start getting crazy. Even more so if you already have a Roaring Earth for the next turn. Now it gets really huge. Then, of course, Thundering Raiju. I think this is going to end up being the preferred, I would say, red-based aggro, whether you're talking about Gruul or Jund or mono red. This is going to end up being one of the cards we're going to see a lot of post-rotation. But this card's very good. I would say if you're going to play in paper and any of the qualifiers and you like playing red aggro decks, I might pick these up now before they get more expensive. Then we can't play with Chariot anymore. Technically, Chariot is still standard legal, but we're looking toward the future. So for now, we're going to go ahead and play Arlen the Pack Soap, because it does still make 2 wolves, which is almost like 2 cats. And it does have some other versatile abilities, right? One, if it's just nighttime, we just get a big creature to attack with. But the ability to actually just play something with Flash and put a +1/+1 fits the whole theme of what we're doing. So yeah, we're going to play a couple of them and see what's up. And then, of course, Alana and Elena. No surprise, this card's great. If you're playing red-green with aggro, you're going to go ahead and give it a go, right? Then for lands, we got 9 mountains, 1 Sekinzan, 1 Boseiju, 8 forests, 4 Rockfall Vale. Now, I assume whenever we get to Dominaria, we will get some type of multi-lands. We always do with the fall set. So that'll change up the mana base. Should we be playing maybe something like Jetmir's Garden? Potentially. You know, I could be talked into that. It's a little tough in the sense that we do have several things we like to get on turn 2, possibly. but I don't mind it, especially if we have it early, because then we could play it on turn 1, tapped, and we only really aren't getting to play these two things, which isn't the worst thing. So it's at least worth considering. But anyway, we're going to play the games, see if it even holds up on the ladder, and then if it does, let's talk about what we would change, what we would keep, what we would think about going forward. So y'all enjoy the games, and I'll catch you on the other side. Oh boy, I wish if any of these was a land, I could have considered it, but that's definitely a mulligan. Ooh, alright, let's keep this. Let's get rid of one Roaring Earth, I think. Alright, let's try this. Let's go with this here. Fading Hope? No, no Fading Hope. Maybe they're just going to kill it. Or maybe they're going to do nothing. Now, this is kind of unfortunate because we really want to play Roaring Earth and put a counter on our Galagreeters. But if they have, like, Jurari's Disruption, we'd lose, like, the one valuable card in hand, which is kind of disappointing. But it looks like they have something here, so maybe that was the right choice. Gonna flash something in? Nope. Alright. End of turn? No, so it might have been a Jurari's Disruption, actually. Okay, that's good to know. Now, when they go to target the Storm Chaser Drake, we can shoot it. So they do get a card still, but we keep it off our butt for just a moment. Alright, now we definitely need to find some lands. Or we're just going to cry ourselves to sleep. But we're still okay for now. Not great, but okay. I mean, are we to assume that there is a Wandering Emperor in our future? Or is this where we get the disruption? I mean, they can get rid of it. Yeah, okay, make disappear. That's fine. Not much we could do about it. Come on, opponent. Let's go. Do, 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 do. All right. Do we have a dead Galagreeters? Nope. I have a Virtuoso. So interestingly, we're going to have to try to hit the Virtuoso twice. So here's the plan. Let's grow our Galagreeters. We attack, see if they want to do something to the Virtuoso to try to kill our Greeters. If they do, then we try to shoot it. Hopefully they respond again. Then we try to shoot it again. And then that hopefully will deplete most of what they have going on in their hand. Alright, well, guess not. Obviously, they're going to have a protection spell here. It's just a matter of how many. I was hoping they would have played something that cost 2, but we got to kill them anyway, so that still kind of sort of worked. Alright, deck, we need some help now. We've bought all the time we could buy, I think. That might be useful. I mean, we could fire off a Play with Fire, right? That's something. I mean, make disappear keeps us from kicking it. Okay, they're giving up. Hey, we have to go first with a pretty reasonable hand here. Actually, beyond reasonable. If we can find a land, this hand's actually very good. And we did find the land. Alright, this is pretty spicy because we get to play this with the counter on it. Next turn, if we get to resolve it, we'll have Reckless Stormseeker can make a treasure if we want to. Well, not going to get to do that now. Not a bad backup option, though. try this, see what's up. Obviously, we will let them Fading Hope. Oh no, they just have another Play with Fire. Wow. Okay, all the early removals this time. Because of what we're up against, if we get a land, I may try to resolve Arlen first. I don't know. Let's see what they do. All right. Well, looks like Arlen will be the answer. Minus to get some wolves.
Humans and werewolves alike. There are no lone wolves here.
Then if the opponent doesn't play anything, we'll get to it. Well, they did. I was going to say, we'd get to attack with a big ol' Arlen, and that'd be awesome. Not going to happen, though. Now, the good news here is we get to pump Arlen, or plus Arlen, and then we could Halana and Alena on the opponent's turn, if we don't want to risk it on our turn, depending what we... Well, now that we know what they have. Actually, no, this comes in with the +1, though, right? Okay, they're going to kill that. Fair enough. That is cute, but we're going to go with this. I'm getting there for 6. All right. Obviously, Halana and Alena have a big target on their head here. But if not, this is pretty good. Man, is their deck just all removal, like removal encounters or something? Look at this yard. Boom, 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 boom. And there's a big score. All right. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing. So then the question is, can we produce enough here? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If Halana and Alena get to the attack step. I mean, I guess we got to try, right? Oh, looks like they don't have anything. Okay, cool. It worked. Ooh, opponent goes first. You know what? Let's keep it. This is, I think, a questionable keep here. But I don't mind the possibility that we could draw something on the top. Especially if it's like our adversary or something would be nice there. But even if not, they play something, we could shoot something. So like, all right, well, they ended up going a bunch of nowhere. So that was very disappointing. Yeah, we just passed. We knew this hand was questionable, though, so we can only be so bothered by it, right? Like, if you keep a rough hand, you gotta know you're living with the consequences there. All right, another consider. All right, obviously you have land there. All right, well, we hope to find something we can cast here, because I'm going to assume there's a counter in there. Or a Fateful Absence, one or the other. This is probably greedy, but I'm going to get rid of that. I would have been happier with that. Not good. Not good at all. Okay, we're just going to end the turn. Not much going on there. They didn't want to bounce or kill that. Virtuoso. So this is the type of deck we're up against. Okay, so plan here is shoot this. Let them protect it. And then we'll have to try to shoot it again later. Oh, they're just going to Fading Hope it. Okay, that's actually not bad for us. That is pretty solid. Now, it does mean next time they'll have the Virtuoso plus 2 mana, which makes it harder to deal with. But now it's just a matter of, do we think we can get away with either Arlen or with the Raiju? We know they're going to play at least the Virtuoso next turn. If we get in with Thundering Raiju here. You know what? I'm going to go with Arlen. So if they do have a bounce spell or something, looks like they don't, unfortunately. If they did, this would still give us enough things to attack and force a block.
Run free.
And then we can maybe do something with these. I don't really know yet. Yeah, we knew that was coming, so can't be shocked by that. But our plan here is attack. Hopefully they flinch first, trying to play a card to save their Virtuoso. And then we get to do stuff with our Kami players. That's the hope anyway. Let's go ahead and plus this while we have a chance.
On my signal, the hunt.
And then I think we're just going to attack with these. Alright, they are going to bite and block. That's good. Yeah. If you're just going to trade, I'm willing to trade. Like, I'm not wasting stuff until they try to waste stuff. Got him. All right. Good deal. Opponent's at 9, and now we're threateningly. They don't know it, but we do have potentially lethal. All right, they've got that again. So we're going to have to work through another one of those. Oh, a second one. That doesn't make us happy at all. What are we hoping to draw here? I kind of want to use a Kami's Flare here. So they either bounce or blink one. They didn't have another spell to protect one last time, though, so I'm going to go for it here. Okay, we were right. They didn't have another thing. That was good. We're going to do this. We're going to plus this. So this comes in with an extra counter on it. Put a counter on this dude, I guess. Whoo! All right, they're saying GG's. I feel good about that one. All right, we're on the play. Let's do it. I mean, we're just gonna be playing hasty here. This is. Oh, I say that. I say that. You know what? Let's go with this. Mostly because there's late game value in the adversaries, so it's just not quite worth it to just throw it out there like that. And we can grow this over a couple turns. Because if they don't have a blocker, okay, they might. But if they don't have a blocker here, okay, well, the result's slightly the same. I mean, we're just not getting a little bit of a bonus there. Go ahead and plus. And let's do this. And we'll attack with just that. We would have got 2 more damage in last turn, but then this turn our dude would have still got blocked, so it's kind of... We're still behind 2 life. Oh, opponent. This makes me really, really, really want to cast a Stormseeker here. But I don't think we can. I think we got to go with this. If they're going to kill something, it's probably a Rise User, but whatevs. All right. Ooh, this is a big old attack. All right, they're returning Shigeki, getting a land. All right, opponent's at 8. I mean, I don't know what they do here. Because Meat Hook's no good. Yeah, that's it. That's the first time I've seen a username like that with the dots in it. That's cool. We'll keep this. That's interesting though. I've not ever seen that. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh boy, what are we up against here? Alright, I guess we go ahead and just play this. I don't know if I've seen anything that play... Oh, that's not true. There's Temur Landfall. That might be a thing. Yeah. That could be it. No? Well, I don't know. The Maestro's Theater doesn't really say much. Alright. What do we want to do here? I guess we go ahead and just do this. And then we try to Halana and Elena next turn. I mean, just because. And then we start getting lands and start putting counters on things, and then life is hopefully good, right? That's how we scripted it. Oh, weird. All right, well, there goes nothing. Counter up. More counters up. Back for 6. We're going to go get a land. Go get that mountain. Put counter on Halana and Elena. We don't even need to cast anything else from here. Opponent's got work to do now. Bounce spells are pretty savage still here, though. Let's be honest. Like, bounce spells are still very good right now. Thirst for Discovery is not scaring us at all. With the red land open, we're not too worried about anything here. So we're currently at 9 damage. Halana Elena's about to put 4 counters on the Kadama. Oh boy. Alright. That's so much. Look how big it is. That's what she said. But my goodness. Giggity. Okay. Sure. Wow, that is just something. This is awesome. Like, look at this. This before we even got back to the opponent's turn. Our creatures are a 10-10 and a 6-7. And if they play a creature, we've got lethal in hand. Oh my gosh. This was wild. Yeah, I don't even know what the opponent does here. Like, this is... I never imagined something like this would happen. Yeah, it's Temur Landfall, obviously, but they're just dead. Ooh. Yeah, we'll keep this. This seems reasonable. I mean, we have 2 more turns to draw land. After that, it gets kind of scary. I mean, it may be scary now, depending on what removal cards the opponent has. Come on with it, opponent. If they've got the right cards in hand, our hand could be pretty weak here. I mean, it's already weak because we don't have land, but they're going to compound that potentially. But let's see what they got. This is, opponent's still there? I was going to say, this is not how we expected this to go. It's a shame if this is actually what happens. But, okay, there you go. Oh, they're playing Mardu? Ooh. What even is this? Alright. They didn't even want to attack us. That's interesting. Well, we'll get in there. I can't imagine what else we're going to do. Alright, deck. Lands would be much appreciated. We know they're not going to turn it tonight for us here, because they're definitely going to at least go gain 2 life and search for a land. So that's like the minimum that's about to happen. Now the question is, do you have 1 mana burn spells here? We still don't know that answer. Answer could be yes, but we have no idea. And I know I could have saved that. I'm just getting greedy here. A little anxious with no lands. Alright. Man, Reckless Stormseeker there would have been real nice, but now we're in a bit of trouble. Yep, Path of Peril totally works. I could have still had a creature deck if you would have given me land. I also should have used my Play with Fire there. Alright, now we're just going to hope. We're on a hope and a prayer now. Alright, let's try. I mean, I feel like we're going to lose a Stormseeker to a Wandering Emperor. So... Let's plus Arlen. And I'm just going to play this. Because I have a feeling this is not going to go the way we want. And here comes Wandering Emperor. Because it's always Wandering Emperor. Sure.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it.
I assumed no different there, so we're not really surprised by anything.
Roadblock.
The only difference would have been I could have left mana up to be able to just kill the Wandering Emperor with our Play with Fire, which I considered. But I wasn't that concerned about it. Could have been a wrong choice, though. Wouldn't be the first nor the last time I've made such a decision. Alright. We gotta try, I guess.
What a good wolf.
Put a counter here. Attack you, opponent. Attack you. Alright, then I guess we just try to kill you. Alright, let's see where that leaves us. We're now empty-handed. And a land and a meat hook is bad for us. Actually, they don't even need a land. They could just attack and play meat hook for 4. Then our only play, I guess, is just minus Arlen. So I guess I should have put the counter on... I guess it doesn't matter. They have too many shots to get land plus their treasure, so it doesn't really matter. If they got a meat hook here, they just got it. Yeah, we don't have a choice but to block. I assume it doesn't really matter, though. Could be a poor assumption, but, you know. Yep, there's the meat hook, like we suspected. Ooh, this is a little interesting. All right.
Wait for the perfect moment to strike.
We'll pass. So during their turn, we get to play a 2/2 Galagreeters. Following turn, get to play Indestructible or attack with Indestructible Arlen. Potentially. They could play 2 spells here. Not that it does a lot for us. Oh. Rite of Oblivion. Okay, that's not what I was thinking. I thought maybe they actually had Invoke Despair. Which would have sucked. Creature or planeswalker with the highest mana. Well, we can't do much about that. Alright. Okay. Okay. We could have done a lot worse here. I feel you trying, deck. I appreciate it. My opponent's down to just a couple of cards. Now, admittedly, they could play something, copy it, and then sacrifice the copy of that, which would suck. But, I mean, if they do, they do. We can't really do anything about it. It looks like, though, yeah. Oh, they're just going to vanish. Oh, and I guess they're going to get rid of our Galagreeters here. Yep. Might as well attack, kill our greeters. All right, deck, what are the... oh, there's a Lolth. That's worse. Well, that's a thing. What the hell do we do with this information? Alright, I mean, I guess we try to attack the opponent. Oh, I meant to put the... Oh, no. I clicked the wrong thing. I meant to put a +1/+1 counter on that. That sucked. Yeah, that was a mistake. Dang it. Wanted that to be a 4/4. Not that it matters. They still double block if they're going to double block, so. But it could matter on a coming turn, depending on what they decide to kill. Interesting. They didn't... I thought they might double block one of these. If they're going to block like that, and then... Huh. Because this exiles the token and doesn't... Interesting. I mean, we're probably still dead, but, you know. Alright. Now, this is where not having that extra 1/1 does matter, because now they can chump block. Oh, so it did do that. Okay, never mind. I thought that... Oh, you just sacrifice, but you exile the target. I thought it was a two-way sacrifice. It was not. Alright. GG's. I don't think we're coming back from this. I mean... Guess I'm not going to quite give... Yeah, we're dead, right? Because we're going to take 6, 7, 8 at a minimum. I don't think we have a way to deal 3 damage from here. Just thinking, like, if we get an adversary, we could play with fire, but that's not going to do it. Yeah, we're dead. We don't have any outs here. I think we have to mulligan that. Ooh, this ain't a lot better, I'll tell you that. Alright, that gives us a little bit of something to work with here. Alright. I guess they're happy to see us with their Sorin there. We'll kill that before they get to do anything with it. Alright, we're gonna go with this here Galagreater because we got nothing much else that's worth doing. And now we need to hope to top deck a land. And depending on what they play, we'll decide if we want to play a Reckless Stormseeker. Alright, that's unfortunate for us. I mean, they do have to pick that up, so I mean, there's that, I guess. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, come on, deck. If we don't get land, we're screwed. Okay, we got there. Let's do this to make life easy going forward. Or easier. I'm actually going to get treasure here. No, we can't. We need to get a +1. Alright. I thought about getting treasure, but we don't have the counters yet to get the land. So, if we did, I would have tried to set up having 5 mana next turn so we could Stormseeker, play this, find our lands. But now they might want to just kill our Kodama. Though they don't know about our Roaring Earth shenanigans yet. Meat hook for 2. Okay, okay. Now we have a decision to make. I think we do this. Play this. Put a counter there. Go ahead and play this dude. Then we give this thing, and then we attack. And then we get probably a mountain here. Put a counter there. Alright. Okay, that'll do it. Do we keep it? You know what? Let's keep it. We got triple play with fire. Don't know if that's good or bad, but hey. Maybe we get to kill a couple of early threats. Oh, we need something other than land, though. We got 4 lands. We don't need to see anymore. We need some bodies of our own here. Alright, we get hit with play with fire. And they left it on top, whatever it was. They might also just be land hunting on their own. Mano faces Kakazan. Alright, fair enough. We will throw it back at the opponents. I'm going to assume we're up against Boros Aggro of some type. And we can't really do much to the opponent here. That was poor planning on my part. I should have known at some point I might want to actually play double play with fire, so I could have played a Rockfall Veil tapped. Alright, we're obviously not going to be blocking anything with that. Not to any level of effectiveness. Especially if we're going to get hit for 4 here. Oh. Really? Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, sure. Little confused. I mean, I guess they kept just a land light hand with some 3 mana things. Now, I will tell you, I almost just played Roaring Earth to set up some play. Oh, gosh. Oh, my. I'm going to not play Raiju yet. 'Cause I don't know why I have a feeling they've got another Fateful Absence here. We can't imagine why else you're keeping that type of hand. Like, that's got to be what it is. Now, admittedly, we would have got more... Oh, okay. Valor Stance. Sure. Alright. We're still with it. Okay, they came in and played tap. Let's go ahead and use one of these. We're also able to keep things nighttime here, so that's not bad for us. Not a dead Raiju yet. There it is. So they did have some Faithful Absence. Alright. They found their Raiju, though, so that's not good. Very sad for us. Very sad for us. We get a Raiju, but then we could possibly be taking lethal or close to it, so I think we just pass. I'm probably supposed to try to kill the Raiju while they're tapped, but meh. If they save it here, I guess they save it. Probably a mistake on my part. Yeah, now it looks like it really is. They're gonna regenerate it. Or protect it. I thought they were gonna have another Valor Stance, and then I would have been upset at myself for a bad play. I guess they're playing just heavy removal? Is their plan here? Alright, another Fateful Absence. Like, sure. If you got it, you got it. Alright. Oh, and unfortunately, it is nighttime, so we're going to take 5 for that. Yep. That might be the beginning of the end. Yep. Alright. Lana and Elena maybe would be nice? Oh, geez, really? Yeah, just too late. Alright. Wow, that sucked. Yeah, it's been a while since we had double greeters. Let's keep this one and see what happens. I don't have necessarily the highest of hopes, but you know what? Let's see. Oh, boy. I guess we're going to be living off these Kami flares. Yep. That is highly unfortunate. In the turn, let's see what they decide to do here. Alright, that's one of the reasons we wait. Because sometimes we can get rid of some bonus action. So now this is only getting a +1, which is a lot nicer for us. We can also spin this turn, killing the creature before any shenanigans happen. Still, okay, that's not going to be the easiest thing to deal with. go with this. And this. And sadly, I think I gotta get a treasure here. Now, we do have Boseiju that can kill an enchantment. We do have Bloodthirsty Adversary, which could also kill Catilda. Though, it does, now it can't, and that's a bigger problem. Alright. Still in this, though. We still have options, so let's not freak out just yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do have 6, so we could... We're going to have to be creative, so this turn we do this. We're going to attack. Opponent's obviously not going to block here. And then what we're going... Oh, are they going to block? I mean, I wouldn't be mad about that. All right. So then here's what we're hoping. Hopefully that's just a land and it's a blank. Okay, close enough. That's basically a blank in this scenario. Oh, it's a spirit, though. Oh, that sucks. That's actually bad for us that it's a spirit. Yep, that still shrinks our clock pretty rough here. Especially if they draw an enchantment. Alright, I mean, we could retaliate, but they're also gaining life here. So what's our other choice? Alright, we gotta do the only thing we can do here. We're gonna play this, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kill the visitor. Hopefully they don't draw something. That's a very low percentage chance. And then maybe we get to kill Catilda. That's kind of the best we could hope for here. Otherwise, we're just gonna be in a world of hurt. And then we get to attack. Counter here, I guess. Alright, please don't draw another thing. Ah, they did. Gosh dang it. I mean, I'm assuming everything... Oh, okay, they got a land. Alright. Still playing Magic here, folks. Whew. This took so much work to plan. Alright, Commies players, do your worst. And that's lethal. Or are we short? Nope, that's going to be exactly enough. Wow! You know what? We keep this. We've got all of our mana. Let's see what we're up against. Alright, can Mano face the Kakazan? Sure. I don't know what we're hoping for here. Maybe like an Aspirant that we could kill? That'd be nice. Okay, that's good news. We're not taking any damage there. Gonna play this in the hopes that Kadama gets to hit and maybe we get some land. And try to make something happen with our growing earth and stuff after that. But I have a feeling this turn's gonna hurt. Okay. So we don't get anything off of that. Alright. Here's hoping you can hang on here, buddy. I doubt it, but, you know, gotta try. Okay, Cavalier, sure. Attacking with only the Cavalier. So the question becomes, are we willing to trade for that? Don't know that we are. That's tough. Man, mostly just because I know what's in our hand is the downside here, but I think we have to block. Our hand's better than the opponent's hand, all things considered. So I think this is the right situation here. Let's go ahead and play this. Play this. No attacks. Now, if they attack with both, we get to kill the etchings. Probably lose our Stormseeker. And then we have to figure out what to do from there. Now, the plus side is, if we hit Roaring Earth on a creature, it's not so bad. Peculiar use of that card, but I don't hate it. Okay. Their hand's empty now, right? Okay, so let's go with this. Get rid of this, because that's the bigger problem right now. Alright, cool. Survived that. Ooh, okay. Let's gamble. This feels like a lot of gamble, but alright. It became less of a gamble. You know what? Sure. I'll trade this for a Shambling Gas. Why not? And we'll see if they just want to kill our creature or they want the treasure. Alright, they want to kill our creature. Makes sense. Wow, opponent's doing a lot of thinking for turn 2. I hope they didn't get disconnected. Okay, there they are. They're still alive. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to go with this here. On the grounds that maybe we get lucky and stick Kadama next turn. Maybe get to kill something here. I doubt it. Looks like they want to kill our Gallic Readers. They might also just meat hook for 1. Like, that's a real thing. We'll see what's up. Oh, they're going to downfall. Wow. Okay. That's a thing. Sure, we'll take that. I mean, obviously, this is going to die here, but hey, if they're going to kill it, we got to make them do it. Fighting Palm Ninja. That's gonna death touch. No, that's menace, but then it gets to kill something, right? Deals combat damage to player. Can move the menace counter if you do. Oh, you look at our hand and get a thing. All right, that's not the worst. Let's go with this. This seems good. Put the counter here. All right, let's go get some land. Attack, I'm not blocking. But you are at 8, opponent. Loth will go a long way.
You could have
oh, actually,
such
our stuff
power.
tramples
My
here.
power is for
So I think the opponent's still dead. So they take 1, go to 7. Yeah, and then they'll take at least, that's 10. Oh, plus, oh, that doesn't flip yet. Yeah, opponent goes to 7, right? Because it's one other counter. I can make one of these into a 5, so that's 9 minus 2. Yeah, that's exactly enough. Wild, but it works. Yep. Tramply. There you go. So yeah, that actually worked out pretty good, and I'm actually pretty happy with it overall. My concerns, though, are against the like black base, black white decks. Now, admittedly, those decks will look significantly different once we get to rotation. So some of the stuff like Vanishing Verse or whatever, we're not going to have to deal with, and those won't be real things. So that's something to consider as well. We're playing against cards that won't necessarily exist. But in those matchups, it was pretty tough, and I was really wanting like Jetmir's Garden, so I have some cards to cycle or possibly just draw cards later in the game because we don't really have anything like that, especially since we can't play with Ranger class anymore. So that would be one thing I'd be looking for out of the new set. It's something, not a ton of cards, but just something that has some incidental card drawing effect or some way to get stuff out of the graveyard or flashback or whatever, something like that to give us a little more card economy. But outside of that, I think it checked most of the boxes. And if you're playing on the ladder, especially if you're playing best of one, kind of just go for it, go nuts. And if you lose, just hop into lobby and go again. You'll probably still be about a 55%er, maybe even a 60%er. Call it good. You know, you'll still be able to rank up pretty good with this. And you don't need any new cards, really, and not a ton of rares that you wouldn't already play in a bunch of other decks. So that's a big, important deal, too. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Rhythm of the Wild. This is one I think way back in the beginning when I started doing card spotlights I may have mentioned. But since then, the card has actually continued to still go up just a little bit. It's only had one reprint in one of the commander sets. And otherwise, the only other one is out of whatever the second Ravnica Allegiance, I think. So you don't have many copies of this out in the world, and it's still super popular, still gets played in all the commander decks that play those colors. So I kind of get it. And it's actually really versatile, keeping your stuff from being countered, putting counters on things, giving stuff haste. Like, right, this is just really, really good. And it goes for between $5 and $6. So this is also good to know. So if you have some sitting in a bulk box with your commons and uncommons, go dig them up because they're worth a bit more than you think. Now, if you like Gruul lists and you're just looking for something else, I will go ahead and link a werewolf list that should be pretty easy to build as well. That should also be pretty close to rotation ready. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.